So, LeBron James said that the 2003 NBA draft class was rigged. He ain't the first person to say this thing was rigged, but he said this in a post David Stern world. Now, Larry Bird echoed that back in '84 because they said the league needed money. So LeBron said, I just happened to land in Cleveland, Patrick Ewing in New York. You know how things go. Derrick Rose in Chicago. What do I think about that? Well, you can say that the only problem is, has things not benefited LeBron James? Have they not? Now, when Larry Bird said it, of course the league needed him in Boston, Magic in LA. Let's keep it 100, big market cities. But again, I've told people all along, this is like bigger than Nino Brown. This is bigger than Nino Brown. I'm going to sound like New Jack City. This is major markets. They needed something in Cleveland. Cleveland hadn't won since Jim Brown. Okay? Unless you go back to Biafella in baseball. It's been a long time. So him being a hometown product, of course. Him going back to Cleveland after leaving Miami was on the cards. He can't really bite the hand that feeds him. Of course, David Stern would have suspended him. Of course, David Stern would have looked him and read him the fifth because it is entertainment. You really believe that everything you see is always actual and factual? The problem with LeBron James speaking out against David Stern, RIP, is that it's the hand that has fed him to Adam Silver. He's followed the code. They've had him protected. They have allowed him to walk and travel literally and figuratively and to set out to do things. The reason why he can't talk, I call cap on him, he can't speak out against David Stern because CP3 didn't get to go to LA and team up with Kobe because they said that was too much on one side. There was too much favoritism. But yet he got to go to Miami. I'm not mad. I'm a Heat fan. I ain't mad. But you see, market knows market, team no team, and this is what they did. They created an opportunity for dream teams, set teams, etc. This wasn't by accident. He happened to be the right robot at the right time. They put the right battery in his back, and that's what they got. That's what they got. So I was not shocked or surprised that how things are falling. But I'm tripping because he's gonna admit this on TV that the league could be rigged, and I need to. Well, you want to play for your hometown team? Didn't you write in that long soliloquy about I want to go home and bring a ring back? You the one who started us. I want to go home, mess. Akron, we did it. You proclaimed your greatness in a Cleveland Cavaliers uniform, part two. You said that when you beat Golden State. You said all the things. Or are you trying to throw a little shade at Dan Gilbert in hindsight? What are you trying to do, LeBron? We know the fix been on. We know that the powers that be wanted you to be in a certain position. Every great player in that league has gotten favoritism. You're not the first. I'm not going to sit here and lie and act like cats that came before him didn't. They've gotten calls. They've gotten this and that. It's just that it was where you played the game. You didn't say things too much out loud. Bird did have, because he overheard it, and of course they were playing the Lakers, and they needed it. That's not a shock or surprise because the league was on tape delay. If you grew up at a certain era and you had a grandmama's a rabbit ear TV and you put some Reynolds Wrap tinfoil just so you could see the picture, one picture to see, one picture to hear, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Tape delay late at night, past your bedtime, when Carson was coming on. But this here of him coming out saying that it was to put him in Cleveland, well, didn't you want to go home? You had the double uniform. Everybody knew where you were going to go. Kind of like how you told no one to touch Bron in 55. So you can't really call Stern or Silver them out when you've bought into the system because you are a product of the man. You see, that's like you and Stephen A. Smith are both corporate company men. So I gotta laugh and call cap. If someone else said the league was rigged or fixed based on who they are, I have to look at them in their totality and see where they're coming from. But you, of all people, can't say anything about a fix going on when you've been the center prize, the centerpiece that they have allowed to be this figure that they wanted to showcase. So yeah, we knew you were going to Cleveland. Yeah, duh. And now you got some problem with it? Are you coming back at Dan Gilbert? Are you gonna call David Stern? You gonna say, I know you don't like ESPN, you got a problem? What you got a problem with? You know it's an auction. You know how it go. Where did you where did you want to go? Did we think that your career would have been the same if you had a let me see who stunk back then. I gotta think off the top of my dome. Who was a team that wasn't that good at that time that was struggling? It's gonna come to me. Because there was always some scrub team that stunk, you know. They weren't gonna put you there, they're gonna bring you homegrown. It's a story. It's a storybook ending. It's like written in verse for verse. Now the question is what you do with it. The question is, do you do something or do you make it all look like it was rigged? Because a lot of your career to a lot of people comes across like it was rigged and scripted. And I have got a mixed emotions with David Stern as I do Adam Silver. People who know me know I wish there was a black commissioner because I always say the stuff looked fixed and rigged anyway, and they always have had what they wanted. And I've known David Stern has never been one to not bite his tongue, but he would have put you in check, and I know he would have. And that's one thing how I felt about him. He ain't gonna let nobody stand over him, unlike Adam Silver. But yeah, we always knew that Captain Iris that you were gonna go to Cleveland, and we knew that you had your way and your sway because somebody wanted to make sure of that. Ask Tim Donahue. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like and hit the membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out. Peace.